G'day everybody, how are we? Welcome to World of Tanks with Napalmer. Today we'll be looking at a replay with the Progetto 46, the Tier 8 Italian medium tank. This medium tank was recently given out in a marathon, so all players have the chance to earn this tank for free. I'm here to show you today just how great a moneymaker this tank is. Objection. So you can see at the start of the game we get spotted by going a little bit too far out into the field. Probably a bit of a misplay by me. I probably should have come a little bit further back, but it's not too big a deal as none of their tanks were looking for me at the time. So the Progetto 46 is a 3-shell auto reloader. This tank can fire 3 shells in quick successions of 2 seconds per shell, or it can fire 1 shell, reload, and fire it again. So this tank really is incredibly versatile. And it means that it can adapt to a lot of situations. The downside to this is that unfortunately this tank doesn't have the DPM of other Tier 8 medium tanks, which means that in a sustained brawl it simply cannot keep the fight up. So you have to really know when to pick your fights and when to fire all your shells. Now the interesting thing about the Progetto 46 is that the reload time is different between each of your shells. By default, the default reload is 7.67 seconds on your first shell, 8.63 on the second, and 11.51 on the third. So this means that by firing all 3 shells off in quick succession, you'll end up having a much longer reload than if you fired it one at a time. We can see here we get into the bush and we spotted the M449 Liberté, the Tier 8 French heavy tank. We get an easy shot into his side armour. Lining up a second, looking at the T30, who was a much more presenting target, and 250 straight to the side, and we'll take a third shot here. I could have chose to reload my shell and put 2 more in, but I was a little bit concerned about whether I'd be spotted or not. And you can see here I'm already thinking about backing off, just because I don't want to risk it. I haven't got any support on the hill yet, because this tank is so quickly I can get to positions where the rest of my team simply aren't ready to support me. So we're going to pull back here and wait for the rest of the team to catch up. While we wait, we get a bit of time to just relax and look around, and wouldn't you know it, there's an IS-4 sitting in the open. Very bizarre position for him. So we're going to line up a shot here and hopefully he's going to pull into the open and... IS-4, I don't know what you're doing, but alright, thank you, I'll just casually kill you. Or not. Apparently we tracked him, but we'll finish him off anyway. Looking for a shot in the Centurion 5-1, but he goes dark just a little bit too early for us to line up a shot. So we'll wait for our third shell to reload. Now it looks like the Liberté has finally made his way to the top of the hill, and looks like the rest of the team is making their way up slowly as well. The mouse still hasn't come out of the base too much, but we don't really need to worry about him at this point in the game. E75 seems to have stalled, but we don't really need to worry about him either. We can take the fight to the enemy, as they don't have any Tier 10 heavy tanks up here, as the IS-4 has already died. So we're moving up now, getting ready to engage the M449 Liberté. And I think this is a bit of a misplay by me. I go for the lower frontal plate. Really not the best choice. I probably should have gone for the cheeks or flanked around. I fired 2 shots here and I get the third into the track, which is not the best scenario because I'm now on an incredibly long reload. I don't have a lot of support. However, the support I do have means that if the 49 comes around the corner to chase me, he's going to take a decent amount of damage from the rest of the team at the back. So this gives us a little bit of time to relax, reload, and get ready to pick our next engagement. I don't really want to be taking another hit, if I can help it, simply because that the M449 could do about 300 damage, which I don't really want to lose, because he is just basically a free kill at this point. So we're going to wait here a little bit longer, hopefully he gets distracted. He's looking the wrong way, he's fired his gun, and we come straight down the side, put 1 into him, 2 into him, looking for the third shot, go for the turret ring, can't get it, and pick it up on the cupola. First kill of the game. 5-3 is the score now, and we are looking to reload once again. T44 drowns as well. I'm not sure why he drowned, but maybe he didn't like the matchmaking. Who knows? The mouse is still halfway up the hill, so we're really just trying to control the engagement on the hill without the rest of our team. And we can do that. Hello, Centurion 5-1. First shot into the track, second shot into the track. Third one, can we finish him off? Crack-a-boom! That's an amarack and a half. Hoo hoo hoo, we are lucky today, folks. Unfortunately, artillery does stun us, so we'll take a little bit longer to reload, but that was an incredibly lucky shot. And he is definitely not going to be happy about that result. First shot is now reloaded, and we're almost ready with our second, but I feel that we need to wait for our third shell before we engage. 4502B is an incredibly tempting target to choose here, but again, I don't really want to be poking out and bleeding hit points when I don't need to, as I think this would be much more useful in the end game. The 4502B is now pushing, and the 54 is pushing with him. So I want to try and move around and get a shot. 54 is looking the wrong way, and we can line up, get a first shot at him, and we're coming around the back. The T-34 in our team dies, and we're looking for the kill of 54, but he goes down. I realise here I should be going for the track, and I put my second shot into the track of the 4502B. He's looking the wrong way, he repair kits, and artillery, enemy artillery, seems to track him, so not quite sure how he feels about that. So we're looking and waiting for our shot to reload, and the VK100 finishes off. 4,000 damage now. And as a bottom tier medium tank, this sort of engagement is incredible, because it means that you're able to put out such an incredible amount of damage in that sort of brawl, which is just pure credits. So if you're trying to earn credits, you should be trying to do as much damage as you can without having to fire a lot of premium ammunition, and the Progetto 46 seems to be able to do that quite reliably. So we're moving up now and looking for a shot in the T-49. We try and lead him, but ooh, that's a horribly aimed shot by me. I'm not proud of that one. But never fear, we still have plenty more time to get another shot to the game. The mouse finally seems to be moving up, which is convenient because we do not have the hit points to go charging down that corridor. There is a 4005 that's still alive, and as far as we know, he could be anywhere. I don't really want to go charging straight down there in case he's looking right at me. So we decided to take a little bit of a break here, just wait for the mouse to roll up and take a few hits for me. So the VK100 is also moving with the mouse, and both of these targets, really, they have the armor and the hit points to be able to take a hit. So I'm not too worried about letting them go first. They are heavy tanks after all. The Mauerbrecher is now spotted. He looks to be side on, so I get ready to fire a shot, but he's angled a little bit too far towards me, and I know that none of these shots are going to hit, so I'm not wasting a shot at all. We've only got 5 shots of standard ammunition here, standard AP, so we're going to try and hold them for a more reliable target, as with an auto-reloader, you can't mix and match ammunition types. So unfortunately, it means that if we want to choose APCR ammunition, we'll have to wait the full 11 seconds for the first shell, and then the 8 seconds for the second, and the 7 seconds for the third. Which is not really the ideal circumstances. So the VK100 gets clobbered by artillery, and there's something else big, so it's at this point I realise, okay, the VK100 has just been hit by the 4005. He has to be somewhere in the general vicinity, and the Type 61 is spotted in front of me. So I'm not sure if he spotted me, but unfortunately he has. So I realise I have to go forward and try and engage, and it's at this point the 4005 gets spotted right in front of me, and I start panicking and ooh! Ouch. Not the most ideal circumstances for me there. Still, 4,691 damage with 9,200, excuse me, I'm getting a little bit too ahead of myself, 925 spotting damage. So we're going to accelerate the game a little bit here because it does get a little bit slower and there's not really much more to this game. It's simply a case of waiting for my team to move up. I do put in chat, mouse move up, because he really needs to be the one that's spotting here. None of our team really has the armor to be able to move up. The T-Bank prototype spotted, mouse taking a heavy beating, and I'm really hoping that he gets vision on that 4005 sooner rather than later. We know he's somewhere around here. There he is. Shot into the 4005, waiting for the teammate to finish him off. Another 400 hit in, and this game is just about done. Sneaky little T-49 in the lake. Almost gets away, but he doesn't. 15-8 the score, and a very decent result in the Progetto 46. So looking at the results of that game, we did a quite substantial amount of damage, 4,978, which includes the blind shot into the IS-4 familiar. making a grand total of 215,000 credits in the short space of that game. That was an Ace Tanker Mastery Badge for the Progetto M35 Mod 46. And if you look at the team results, you can see that we did more damage than even the tier 10s on our team, simply because we were able to get into a better position and simply put our gun to work. 1488 base XP, Fire Effect, Bruiser, Demolition, Expert, and Duelist medals for 3 kills, 4,978 damage. Looking at the detailed report, we had a personal reserve running, so by default, if we were not running a premium account at all, we would have gotten 95,000 credits, which is still a really good result for this tank. After resupplying ammunition and repair costs, we made a very, very healthy 198,000 credits, and a 5,803 XP score, which is definitely going to go towards crew training. So I would highly, highly recommend learning how to play this tank and just farming credits in it, because it's so easy to do. Anyway folks, I hope you all enjoyed this replay, and take care, and I will see you in the next video.